Let's say a person has the speaking 90 out of 90, reading 66, listening 90 out of 90 and writing 90 out of 90. If that person has this score report, then what's his problem? See, writing 90 means he doesn't have problem in reading a 5A. That means reading module he doesn't have a problem. Why then the reading is less, stuck at 66 is mainly because of read aloud. But the person has got 90 speaking. Doesn't it mean that read aloud it doesn't have a problem? 100% no. This is the scenario we've been seeing for a very long time from most of the students. Speaking 90 does not mean that you're getting complete marks from read aloud towards your reading. Hey everybody, Nakul here from SKILLS PTE Academic. I really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome perfect video on PTE Read Aloud. Well, today we will understand everything that is required in the Read Aloud to help you get that 90 out of 90 in PTE speaking. But before we begin, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button, and anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. We have left a WhatsApp link in the description of this video. You can click on the link, send us a message. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get right into the video. PTE Read Aloud. So first thing first, let's talk about the evaluation criteria. Pearson says 5 marks will be allotted towards your content, 5 marks will be towards your fluency, and 5 marks will be towards your pronunciation. But remember, what exactly matters is not all the three, it is mostly the fluency. Fluency is given some 80% priority over the content and the pronunciation. We will talk more about it later, but before that, how many questions do we get in PTE Read Aloud? It's usually 6 or 7 questions, and remember, each question carries 5 or approximately 6 marks towards your reading and 5 or 6 marks approximately towards your speaking, meaning it's an integrated module. Overall it contributes some 33, from my experience, 33 marks towards your speaking and 33 marks towards your reading. So before we delve into the actual things, let's also understand this scenario. Let's say a person has the speaking 90 out of 90, reading 66, listening 90 out of 90 and writing 90 out of 90. If that person has this score report, then what's his problem? See, writing 90 means he doesn't have problem in reading a 5A. That means reading module he doesn't have a problem. Why then the reading is less, stuck at 66 is mainly because of read aloud. But the person has got 90 speaking. Doesn't it mean that read aloud it doesn't have a problem? 100% no. This is the scenario we've been seeing for a very long time from most of the students. Speaking 90 does not mean that you're getting complete marks from read aloud towards your reading. It only means you have got the complete marks from read aloud to speaking. Remember this, speaking 90 only means this. Then how do we perform in read aloud so that we get marks to reading as well? Well, we will understand in this video, but also remember, simply speaking fast will get you speaking 90. So most of the people are tempted to do it. Market research is a vital part of the planning of any business like this. They end up just speaking fast. Definitely will see speaking 90, but that's not the correct way to do it. You will be caught because reading will definitely go down. The way it is scored for speaking and the way it is scored for reading are totally different. So there is an ideal way to do read aloud. In that way you speak, definitely you're going to get 33 marks towards your speaking and the same 33 marks towards your reading as well. So now let's understand the ideal way to do in read aloud so that you get full marks towards your speaking and full marks towards your reading. Alright, I have categorized that into 5 steps. Step number 1, fix your mind with a particular speed you are comfortable with. Let's say you're going at 60 km in a highway. That's the speed you're comfortable with, correct? If there is another vehicle coming right in front of you, you can maneuver, you can manipulate, you can, change direction easily without you being affected. That's the speed you usually drive in the highway or any city limits, isn't it? So here as well, choose the speed you're actually very comfortable with, meaning if there is a difficult word, you can actually take some quick actions. Don't have to go very fast, don't have to go very slow. A natural speed. Right now I'm going at a very natural speed. The speed I'm most comfortable with, that's the speed you need to choose, and that's the step number 1. Step number 2, remember, you're now neither happy nor sad, meaning no emotions. Whatever you speak, it should go very bland. What do you mean by bland? Right now I'm talking to you, am I speaking with lot of emotions? Am I crying? No. Am I being very happy? No. Am I going with an angry tone? No. I'm just being very bland. This is the thing that is required. So fix your mind with these two things, step 1 and step 2, and now we will unveil the step 3 very shortly. Step number 3, comma and full stop. Give a natural pause. I've seen students going very fast even if they see a comma and the full stop. Comma and the full stop have their own preferences. You need to see them. You need to respect their positions and give an ample pause, just the way I'm doing it right now. An ample pause, take a breath, and then continue comma and full stop. So very, very important to getting that good scores towards your reading and speaking both. Step number 4, no matter what, let's say a volcanic eruption is going to happen, earthquake is going to happen, whatever it is, I don't fumble. Well, if you promise me this particular thing, I promise you're gonna get 90. So this also means if there is a difficult word and there are chances that you may fumble if you try to speak them, just skip them. So how many words can I skip? Well, you cannot skip all the words, probably 1 or 2 max, or 3 and not more than that. If you skip more than 6, 7, definitely reading will go down. 1 or 2 skipping the words will not in any way take down your reading scores. It's absolutely fine. We have tested this multiple times. And the last step, step number 5, just have to execute all the steps, whatever I told you, without any worry in the mind. You sow one negative seed, instantly it becomes a big banyan tree. Instead, sow a positivity, or don't sow anything, just whatever steps that I told you, you're gonna consolidate them and just have to execute without any worry in your mind. And trust me, when you do this, you have to get that 90 out of 90 in your speaking, and definitely 33 out of 33 marks to the reading from the read aloud. So now let's understand how I would do a read aloud. I'm going to show you by consolidating all these 5 steps that I just talked about. Let's have the read aloud on my screen right now. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues facing our world today. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events are becoming increasingly common. Governments and organizations around the globe are working to mitigate the impacts of climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting sustainable practices. Well, this is the way to do it. I did not sound very fast. I was not rushing. I was going at a very comfortable speed. Did I fumble? Did I hesitate? No. Was I clear in my speech? Definitely yes. Was I opening my mouth clearly so that one who listens to me will clearly understand it? 100% yes. Was my rhythm going at a constant pace? Definitely yes, I was going at a constant pace. Climate change is one of the most pressing. At a constant speed, meaning cruise control mode in a car, I'm going at 60 km/h, not touching the accelerator again, not applying any brake, just going at ease. Definitely 33 marks to the speaking and 33 marks to the reading, guaranteed, if you do this way in your read aloud. Let's take another one. I've got one more wherein I've highlighted 2 words in yellow because they're slightly difficult. May not be for me, may not be for you, but for some other students. So if a difficult word is there, how I'm going to encounter them, how I'm going to face them, let me just read it right now and show you. Phenomenon of urbanization has dramatically reshaped societies around the globe. With their populations present both opportunities and challenges. While urban areas often become centers of economic growth and cultural exchange, they also face issues such as overcrowding, pollution, and inadequate infrastructure. Well, this is the way to do it. 2 words I skipped because I thought if I speak, maybe I fumble, I hesitate. As a result, marks completely go down to speaking and reading both. So what I did, I just flicked them. Don't skip all the words like this, but 1 or 2 totally fine. Well, only in the worst case I'm talking about. Best case, please give everything whatever possible in your best way possible. Worst case, totally fine, 1 or 2 or 3. Just skip them, but skip in a way that software doesn't even recognize that you skipped a word. If you pay attention, I was just skipping after the word globe, around the globe, with their populations. I was not thinking with their populations. No, it's just going at a constant speed. Well, if you perform this way, definitely you will get that full marks towards your speaking and reading from this very module. Let's now understand the main reasons why many students end up getting very low scores in the read aloud towards their speaking, if not speaking, at least to the reading. The number 1 reason being they try to check everything in third-party applications. Remember, if I speak this way in few of the third-party applications, I get very low scores, but I have 90 in the Pearson exam. See, nobody has the Pearson software, so you can use the third-party applications just for practice. If you really want to do the scoring, see the scoring, then that person who developed the software should know how the Pearson PTE works, should have hard-coded few things based on the Pearson output. If the person is not doing it and just have randomly flicked an API from internet and giving you score for content, pronunciation, fluency, then in any way the third-party application score will not reflect or even come closer in any way to the Pearson scores. Remember, don't check and decide that okay, I have got problems because this website is giving me low scores. In the exam you may get 90, or vice versa. Here if you get 90 doesn't mean that in the exam you get 90. First thing is, this could be the reason why your scores are so low, because you're stuck, you're completely confused, you don't know which one to follow, what to follow. But whatever the video, in this video, whatever the content that I have given, blindly follow it. But you have to execute the same way. 100% you will get the scores. So let's understand the reason number 2 why your scores are so low in the PTE Read Aloud. Perhaps you're downloading the PTE score guide from the internet. It's okay to download, but then you are just believing every information as true that is given in the score guide. In the score guide it says you need to give optimum stress, intonation, emphasis in your pronunciation when you speak. Well, this, if you follow, you're gonna get very low scores. Do you want to know how I read in my very first attempt? Let me just show you how I read in my first attempt, and then I'll show you what scores I got. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues facing our world today. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events are becoming increasingly common. Well, this is the way I spoke after looking into PTE score guide and taking coaching from many centers in and around Bangalore in my locality. And the score I got was 54. The score report is somewhere over here. So the reality is somewhere sitting very far from you. Let me also show you in the 4th attempt how I spoke after doing the research myself. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues facing our world today. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and extreme weather events are becoming increasingly common. Well, this is the way I did, and I got a perfect 90 in speaking, 86 in reading, 90 listening, 90 writing. So you decide which one you want to follow. Well, if you want to follow the way I told you, then just rigorously have faith and completely believe in it and rigorously practice and do it the same way. You shall have a very great score in your score report. The third reason why you're going wrong every time you give exam in Read Aloud is you're probably taking the inputs from a friend who got 90 and that friend who probably have gone with lot of intonations. Market research is a vital part of the planning. Probably that person got 90 speaking, but look at his reading scores, it will be really less. But you may not have seen it. You may have just seen the speaking score and trying to just implement whatever your friend did. Avoid doing this. See, a lot of factors matter. Your voice, your pitch, the way of speech, so many factors matter. If your friend got 90 with a particular style doesn't mean that you also have to get 90 with the same style. Being bland without emotions and going at a monotonic speech, search about it in the internet. This alone will help you get the scores. If you're still not getting the score, perhaps you need the feedback. You can join our course. It's a paid assistance. We will be able to help you in the right direction and get you that 90 in the very next attempt. But don't try to just assume that if you follow your friend's style, you will get the score. You may not. This is what I'm trying to tell you. The fourth reason why your scores could be so low is because you're assuming a lot of things about the software. Oh, it's an AI software. I need to speak like this. I need to speak more clearly, stressing the words. Market research is a vital part. Otherwise, software will not understand. All this, avoid thinking, man. You do that, software will not understand. You just speak naturally. See, it is programmed in a way. So many years, the data, those data which have been naturally fed, meaning the people have naturally spoken. Those kind of audios have been fed to the software. So you deviate from this, marks will go down. Just try to be very natural. Don't try to impress the software. Don't assume things. This could be main reason why you always end up getting low scores. Keep it very simple. Just try to be very natural. Right now I'm talking to you. You do the same way in the exam. You have to get a very good score. Don't think otherwise. So this word I have to speak more clearly. That word I have to give that particular sound, ED sounds. No, just be natural. The way you do with your friend, the same way you do it in the exam, you're gonna get it, trust me on this. And the fifth reason why people end up getting low scores in read aloud is they are giving that preference to the every S sound, meaning let's say this is the text. This technological progress also brings challenges such as the need for new skills and advancements towards, so this way you read marks completely gone. When you talk to your friend, do you speak like this? Do you want to have 2 coffees? You never say coffees. Well, coffee is uncountable noun or any other word. Do you have 2 baskets? You never say. Do you have 2 baskets? It's okay. A sound, it's skipped. It's totally fine, and that's how it should sound to the software. You try to impress the software, intentionally try to give something, then definitely marks will go down. Just try to be natural the way you talk to your friend and see the magic that unfolds in the exam. I'm very much sure about it. The final reason, the sixth reason why your scores could be so low is, well, if you don't belong to all this 5 reason category, then the last reason could be your voice is husky. Meaning whenever you speak, it's not very clearly understood by the software, or you have some pitch issues, meaning your pitch is very thick. These kind of things, right? Your pitch is like 100. What software does, it post-processes the audio and cut down all the noises. When you apply noise cancellation, right? Even let's say I'm outside speaking in a very noisy environment. When I go to some apps like Audacity and try to cancel the noise, automatically, yes, noise will be cancelled, but automatically even my voice clarity will be reduced. The pitch will be reduced. Same thing, even in the exam, Pearson is doing a post-processing and they cut down all the other noises. When they do that, the clarity of your voice also goes down. But let's say your clarity is already bad, it becomes worse. Getting it, if your pitch is already at 100, it becomes 50. Pitch of 50 is not going to make any sense to this computer. If you have a pitch of 140, 150, and when they apply noise cancellation, post-processing, it from 140 or 150, it may come down to 120. Still the voice is clear. If your pitch is already at 120, it may come down to 80, the voice is not clear. Especially male candidate with a very thick voice may suffer here, or a female candidate with a very thick voice may also suffer here. So for this, you need to download few of the applications. In many videos I've explained, Voice Pitch Analyzer is one of the apps, or Voice Tools is one such app wherein you can actually increase your pitch and see what pitch it is showing. You may have to like manipulate your voice. 140, 150 is ideal for men, 200 above is ideal for women. So all these are short notes, short tips and tricks. You want more about it, more information, then you can join our course. We will put you in the right direction and get you the right scores within no time. So now the last part of the video, I'm gonna show you 5 read aloud questions. You can also practice in parallel with me. I'm going to add a timer of 20 seconds. Well, in the exam, you're going to get 30-35 seconds to prepare. But here, we will shorten it and add a 20-second timer. I'm going to show you how I make use of 20 seconds and then how I speak the read aloud. You also can do the same thing at your end. Pause the video and start speaking, post 20 seconds, and then watch me as to how, and observe me as to how I do the read aloud. All right, 5 read alouds. Let's start with it. The Renaissance, I might fumble here, Renaissance, okay. Period of great cultural and intellectual, easy peasy, growth in Europe spanning the 14th to 17th centuries. It marked a revival. It's a revival of classical learning and wisdom leading to advancements, not required, advancements in art, science and literature. It's a very easy one. I'll just wait for the 20 seconds to finish and then I'll start speaking. The Renaissance was a period of great cultural and intellectual growth in Europe spanning the 14th to 17th centuries. It marked a revival of classical learning and wisdom, leading to advancements in art, science and literature. So now let's take up the second question. Let's add a timer of 20 seconds. Here we go. Regular physical activity is essential for maintaining overall health and well-being. Exercise, it's an easy one, helps improve cardiovascular, okay, I'm going to speak it as cardiovascular health, strengthen muscles and enhance flexibility. It also has mental health benefits, comma is there, remember to give a small pass, such as reducing stress, anxiety and depression. Regular physical activity is essential for maintaining overall health and well-being. Exercise helps improve cardiovascular health, strengthen muscles and enhance flexibility. It also has mental health benefits such as reducing stress, anxiety and depression. Let's move on to the third one, 20 seconds timer. Here we go. The importance of early childhood education cannot be overstated. Simple one, research shows that children who receive quality early education are more likely to succeed academically and socially. Academically, easy word. Early education programs provide a foundation for lifelong learning by fostering critical thinking. After critical thinking, I'm going to pause for the first time in that sentence. Creativity, second pause, and social skills, third pause. Okay, I'm all set and wait for the 20 seconds to end. The importance of early childhood education cannot be overstated. Research shows that children who receive quality early education are more likely to succeed academically and socially. Early education programs provide a foundation for lifelong learning by fostering critical thinking, creativity, and social skills. Let's take up the fourth one. Let's add a timer of 20 seconds. Here we go. Globalization has significantly impacted economies around the world. It has facilitated. Okay, this word could be difficult. I just need to prepare for this. Facilitated, not felicitated. Facilitated. International trade, increased cultural exchange, and spurred economic growth. However, globalization also presents challenges, comma is there, such as income inequality and job displacement. Okay, I'm all set. I'll wait for the 20 seconds to end. Globalization has significantly impacted economies around the world. It has facilitated international trade, increased cultural exchange, and spurred economic growth. However, globalization also presents challenges such as income inequality and job displacement. Now we go to the fifth and final one, 20 seconds timer. Here we go. The discovery of DNA's double helix structure by James Watson and, okay, this is where the words get difficult. Francis Crick, it's difficult. What do I do? I'll just skip this word. Francis revolutionized the field, revolutionized, okay, the field of genetics. Understanding the molecular basis of heredity, it's so difficult for me to pronounce actually, heredity. Okay, molecular basis of heredity, I think I can do it, has led to numerous breakthroughs in medicine, including the development of genetic testing, gene therapy, and personalized medicine. Okay, I'm all set. I'll wait for the 20 seconds to end. The discovery of DNA's double helix structure by James Watson and Francis revolutionized the field of genetics. Understanding the molecular basis of has led to numerous breakthroughs in medicine, including the development of genetic testing, gene therapy, and personalized medicine. Well, I think I've shown you the right way to do it. If you follow the same, trust me, you will have a wonderful score, not only towards your speaking, but also towards your reading. 33 out of 33 to speaking, 33 out of 33 to reading. Guaranteed, just have to do the same way that I asked you to. Well, I think that's all for today. Really hope I've made an informative content. Well, if you believe the same, like, share, and subscribe, and leave your valuable comments in the comment section. Fine, guys, with this, I'll park it here. This is Nakul, Nakul, signing off from SKILLS PTE. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks, man.